Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is a Transformers Hot Wheels crossover Bone Shaker. You can see him there in front of the box. We'll go and put it on the side real quick and take a look at that box. And yep, it says right there, Bone Shaker. And it's the Autobot symbol, 8+, and the Hasbro and everything. You got the, of course, the bubble tray thing. You got the Transformers logo there, the Hot Wheels logo, and of course, Bone Shaker in both his vehicle and robot modes. You got the Mattel logo as well. That's a little picture in the background as well. You got that back down here. You have some manufacturing details, I guess. And then, of course, on the back side, you have some copyrights and warnings and all that stuff and what's included, and hey, the Mattel and Transformers thing. And then up here, of course, you have the product shot saying, hey, look, there's a little thing telling you how tall the figure is. 5 inches, 12.7 centimeters, and of course the crossover thing right there. And yeah, number 2, by the way, of, well, so far 2. And yeah, here's instructions, which again are pretty straightforward, and no real hidden surprises there. He's actually pretty straightforward. Also clever. So, Bone Shaker, yes, another very famous Hot Wheels car. Very famous Hot Wheels car. Very well known. In fact, it's like, you know, appears all the time. If Hot Wheels crossover with something, it's going to be there, including, like, yeah, for example, if you know, the Forza Horizon Hot Wheels crossovers have Bone Shaker in there. So, hey, of course, you can see, like, right there, big old skull right there for a grill, I guess, with a headlight. He got kind of gripping the headlights in his little hands, and you can see little shocks are picked out in red. Got the silver rims and everything with the smooth tires. You got the silver on the pipes. You got the silver engine. You got the black body with the yellow and red flames on the hood and the sides. You got, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess maybe, I don't know what the hell it is, but yeah, some detailing of some sort. You got the seats in there. You got the little steering wheel right there and everything. Kind of very clean underside, and of course, yeah, rolls beautifully. I guess you got also the tail lights picked out right there too. Yeah, it just rolls really nicely. It looks really good. It's a very good car mode overall. It is the Bone Shaker. There's no like translucent bits or anything right here either, you know. So that's all just, you know, open, but that's not a problem, at least for me personally. Stuff on my table. This is picking it all up. As for accessories, well, there is one, which is this thing, which is supposed to be more or less a stick shift, and you can see like a, you know, kind of Autobot symbol and crossbones thing right there on it. And well, this can tab it. This can tab in right here, or if I, you know, if I do it right, this can tab in right there like that, and have the most ridiculous stick shift ever. Good luck shifting it with that thing, but yeah, it looks silly, so I don't like to do that. But yeah, you can do that if you want, but I don't like to. Yeah, overall, this looks really good, and yeah, it rolls really nicely. It's just a good, solid car mode. Yeah, and also, yeah, the box gives you the height in robot mode, but in vehicle mode here, he is 4.5 inches long, or 10.4 centimeters. Yeah, 10.4 centimeters, and his weight is 2.8 ounces, or 80 grams. So yeah, there you go. And so yeah, comparisons right here. Now, so first of all, here is Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Which, you know, that's pretty solid scaling right there, I feel. Here he is with a Siege Sideswipe, just to give you an idea there. This is like a mold that almost everybody has a version of, so you can get an idea there. And of course, here he is with the HW, you know, the first Hot Wheel one, Twin Mill. Give an idea there. There's those. And yes, a lot of people expect this guy to be a Decepticon, and he's not. He is an Autobot, so yes, there you go. So yeah, that's the vehicle mode overall. So we go ahead and get him transformed into robot mode. So to do so, what you do here is take these pipes, bits, and the side panels. You want to untab those from the bottom here and just bring them down like this, and you know, bring them down like that. And you untab the wheels and bring those out like right here and right here like that. Then from there, what you want to go ahead and do is take this bit right here and bring this up right there like that. And then from there, you go ahead and untab the sides of the car here, and you untab the sides and extend the wheels like they unfold the legs like that. I said wide wheels, but yeah, unfold the legs like so. And then right here, what you want to do is makes it a little easier if you go and push from the back here. You just push these seats right here, and you push them around like this, and yeah, push them forward and around like this. Then you go ahead and take this and untab those from each other and bring them in, and they'll tab to the sides like that and like that. You go ahead and collapse this bit right here down. You collapse that all the way down like that, and you split the legs like so. Split those legs like that, and there you go. Turn it up a little bit. Right here, what you want to do is go ahead and bring the arms out on these, you know, right here on those hinges like that. Right here, what you want to do is untab the front like this. Collapse this down into the chest cavity like this. And you bring the arms forward. You straighten out the arm right here, and you bring it forward on this thing right here. You bring that thing back, and then you can bring the arm down like that. And again, straighten out the arm, bring it forward on this thing, and then bring it down right here. And this then you close this up, and this will tab into right here. These tabs right here will go into those slots on this. Like that. Like that. Go ahead and rotate the head around 180 like that. Bring out the hands like so, and rotate at the biceps. Right there, rotate the bicep, bring out the hand. Then right here at this bit, you want to go ahead and bring the wheels down a bit. It kind of tells you to bring them down an angle, and then bring these back like so. There's kind of a notch here for this stuff, but like it's really not that important. It's kind of weird, yeah. So there you go. That is Bone Shaker in his robot mode. Yeah, Bone Shaker. Again, pretty interesting transformation. I mean, mostly right here. I like how they did the arm thing. Like that's actually kind of clever. The way they did the arms and shoulders here, and also the compression of like this stuff right here into the feet and everything is also pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not really. I'm personally not really such a huge fan of this bit right here. I wish this kind of folded away differently, but I mean, you can just kind of leave them out if you want, but it kind of looks weird then. But yeah, generally it's a pretty cool robot. Although you got this big skull chest right there. Again, you're getting in closer. You got the. Again, you got exhaust pipes in the head. You got this, red visor with a mono visor with the mouth plate. You got a bit of orange right here in the forearms. You got the silver again skull chest. You got the tire shoulders and kind of like almost looks like a intake or something right there in the chest and everything. Got a bit of gray there and some more gray and some orange right there and some gray and black coming all down. You got the little red bits right there. It cleans up pretty decently. I mean, he's got a bit of a backpack because between the shoulder bits and this thing, but nothing too egregious, honestly. And yeah, he looks overall pretty solid. He is a pretty darn good figure. And for posability, his head can go left and right, go up and down, and do a little bit of waggling thanks to the fact it's on the ball joint. Shoulders are kind of weird. You have to get these out of the way, but you do have these, kind of rotate, but they can't go all the way around because these shoulder pads right here. But you do have outward that far right there. Again, these can get out of the way a bit. You do have a biceps over right there. You do have an elbow joint about 90 degrees. The wrists cannot rotate, but they can go inward if you need that for whatever reason. There's a waist swivel right here, completely unhindered. Hips go forward that far and back that far and outward, full splits. You do have a thigh swivel right there. Knees are right there, and they can go more than because of how it transforms. You can do the full curl, which is nice. And then here's the feet. People thought this guy was not going to have ankle tilt. Turns out he does. There's an actual ankle tilt, but it's weird because there's this plate kind of covering. It's just kind of a weird looking ankle tilt in general. And also, I guess you can do this, which kind of simulates the kind of a heel spur of sorts. So you can use that as a heel spur of sorts if you need it to. But yeah, it's just kind of, you're going to have some odd looking feet if you, put them in any sort of like extreme poses, The feet are just going to look a little odd. Of course, extreme poses kind of just look odd in general. So, there's that. But yeah, he is overall a pretty solid robot. Overall, it's just still kind of weird that it's an Autobot with a big skull for a chest. So there's that. Of course, again, this bit right here now, this thing can just plug in his hand. Now it's like a club of some sort. Bonk someone over the head with it, or maybe it's like it kind of almost looks like a Tesla coil. So maybe it's, can zap someone with it. But yeah, overall, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And yeah, again. In this mode, box set itself, in this mode, he's 5 inches tall or 12.7 centimeters. So, pretty much, what you'd expect from a, figure of this price point. Kind of. But yeah, some comparisons real quick again. Here is Studio Series 86 Optimus. Right there, give an idea there, which that seems all right. Here's a Siege Sideswipe. Just give an idea there, which, yep, roughly the same height. So, yep, what you kind of expect. And, of course, here he is with the other current Hot Wheels crossover figure, Twin Mill. Yeah, roughly the same height as each other. So, there you go. So, yeah. That's Bone Shaker. Bone Shaker here, yeah, it's a really solid figure. It's got a good vehicle mode, which can roll really well. The transformation is actually pretty interesting overall. And the robot mode actually looks pretty cool as well. I mean, you still got the flames and the big skull chest is kind of the big central figure here, the feature here. And also, he's got a pretty cool looking head sculpt as well. He does have some weird things. I'm not really a big fan of these bits right here sticking out of the back of the shoulders and everything. And his arm articulation is a little limited, and his feet kind of look a little weird when you use the ankle tilts. But overall, again, he is also a really solid figure overall. He's just a really solid figure, and he is starting to hit stores and everything. So if you find him, I would suggest again, going and pick him up. He is a good, solid figure. He is $35, but, you know, kind of expected. We kind of expect that from the crossover figures. Crossover figures tend to be a little more expensive than their their usual thing. So, like, this is clearly a deluxe class figure. It's $35 though, which is kind of surprising that it's only 35 and not, like, you know, 38 or something. Yeah, it's a deluxe class crossover, so, you know, $35 is pretty much what's expected, and it's worth that $35. It's a good, solid figure. Both modes are great. The transformation's great. It looks great. A lot of people are insistent that this guy's better than Twin Mill. Kind of, maybe. I think they're kind of more or less equal to. For me personally, I like them both equally, so, you know, there's not really a huge difference between them. You know, he doesn't have any parts for me, so that's going to be a big plus for some people, but the thing is, the only way the weapon stores in the way that on the vehicle mode looks absolutely ridiculous in my opinion, though. So, you know, there is that. So, yeah, they both have their faults, but they both, I think, overall, both of them don't really have, the faults aren't big enough to really be a huge problem. So, yeah, again, recommend them. Go pick them up if you find them. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Ko-fi, my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.